seem to shake you, baby. I can't seem to shake you, baby. All I do is dream about you, baby. All I do is dream about you. Remember when you loved me? I loved you, and then you left me alone. You know I'd always come back home. We can't pretend that this is the end, baby. All I do is dream about you. I can't seem to shake you, baby. I swear tomorrow that I'll give you up. Save the sorrow for when we wake up. But for tonight it seems I'm tangled up in you, tangled up in you. I can't seem to shake you, baby. I can't seem to shake you, baby. I swear tomorrow that I'll give you up. And I will save the sorrow for when we wake up. But for tonight it seems I'm tangled up in you, tangled up in you, tangled up in you, tangled up
That's right, and we're back. We're live on Chicano Tube. It's Friday night. Raza, go ahead and hit that pinchy like button. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, man. I promise you that. Grab your palomitas. It's Friday night. We're going into Memorial Day weekend. Hey, there's no better way to enter Memorial Day weekend than with the Chicano channel inside our space. Que hubole, all the raza, man. Shout out to Death Row, G Sarah. I see you, mi amiga. God bless you. Have a blessed weekend, mi amiga G Sarah. Daniel Gonza, he says he's eating tacos, he's drinking, and he's smoking a leño. That's the good life, my boy. That's the good life. Shout out to Daniel Gonzalez. Living the good life, cabrón. Tarp lover, you ain't lying, my boy. It's going to be Chismetube tonight. It's going to be real good. Let's just get into it, man. All the day oneers, gracias, man. Gracias to everyone that's been supporting the channel since day numero uno, man. I feel the love. I feel the support. That's why we're doing this shit, man. I appreciate you guys. Gracias to everyone inside the members only, man. I like to always extend my gratitude to the members only for something 99 every single month. They pledge their support, their support for La Raza, for Chicano Tube, for Chicanos in Califas, for Chicano Street, for La Causa, for El Movimiento, for everything that we got going on over here. There's no other cabron that could do it the way that we do it, right? These other babosos, they're acting too tough. They're too hard for the radio. There had to be someone on Pinchy YouTube come on with some kind of common sense, some kind of sensibility, right? Well, here we are, man. Without a shadow of a doubt, let's go ahead and get into it. I want to play 2 reactions. This is in regards to, well, hold on, before I get into that. It's already locked and loaded, cabrones. You already know. I'm locked and I'm loaded. I'm ready to go. But I do want to say this before I start anything, now that we got past the formalities, is I got a lot of DMs from my last video. And I'm not sure exactly why I got these DMs, but shout out to you guys. I like all the feedback from the raza. I like all the feedback from the people. Shit, you want to shoot me a message? It's ChicanoTube on all platforms. Let's make it easy. I got a lot of DMs. Some of them were interesting to say the least. Some of them are way out. Sometimes I get some way out shit, right? Some people are missing a couple fucking tuercas in their head, right? But I want to reiterate this, gente, as we react to things here on ChicanoTube, I have no horse in any race at all. I have no horse in the race. I have no relationships that'll sway me to make someone a good guy, make someone a bad guy, make someone any guy other than who they are as far as that I know them on the internet. So when I react and I do Chicano reactions here on Chicano Street, you best believe there's not a motherfucker that got some receipt on me. There's not anyone that's telling me say this, Mike. Say I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say with no premonition. Without I'm not thinking about it. I'm watching the pinchy content because it's in the raza space on YouTube. That's our space. The raza space is our space. You know, we safeguard that thing. It's here. It's in Califas. I'm happy being inside this space. I know a lot of people are like, oh, we're trying to outgrow it. We're trying to go mainstream and all that. You do you. I'm good. Chopping it up with the people, chopping it up with my supporters from day one. But again, gente, I have absolutely no leg in this race. The way I call things is the way that I'm going to call things. Now, if other people have issues, that's on them. That's not on me. This shit is so, the popcorn is so good that there's no way that I cannot talk about a fallout from the food community brass. Well, one of them, Top Food, he's still brass. And LA Icon, he's ex community brass. Okay. That's the first thing that I wanted to say. I have no horse in this pinchy race. And if someone was trying to tell me, well, take that video down. The most retarded shit on the internet is grown ass men and women fighting over videos. That's some of the most idiotic grown ass shit. Anyone that fights about a video shouldn't even be on the internet, especially if you're from the old school, especially if you say you're gamed up. Okay. Fighting a comment, a video on the internet. Hey, take this post down. Hey, take this video down. That to me is all chavala shit. Miss me with that. The relationships that I have with people, it picks up where we left off on the phone or in person. Can no one smut me up for you and make me think bad about you or change my position and stance on you because it's just the fucking internet. That's how I see things, man. I see some people acting real tough on the internet, and to each his own. You do you. I hope it's entertaining, and if you tune in, hopefully it's entertaining, right? But to me, these overgrown tough guys giving words on the internet is always going to be amusing. It's always going to make for great content, right? I'm not specifically saying anyone. When I say these, I'm speaking in generalities. We know California has something where these pinchy jailbirds stick their chest out, or I'm from a neighborhood or the gang, influence, or this and that. And it's amusing, to say the least, from someone that spent over 20 years in it. If you want those stories, that's the members only. And the last thing I wanted to say is this. I made a short with what Top Food said. I said, but wait a second. I know a lot of people are going in on Top Food, right? A lot of people are going in on Top Food and they're saying, wait a second, you should have never spoke about indicted TV. That's out of bounds. That's this and that's that. But wait a second though. This is all I'm saying is this. When I saw that interview with, and I'm talking about with Compa Raider, with Prime and with Top Fu, when they first brought up Indicted TV, he was responding to a question, which is why did they fall out? Now, his choice of words, okay, was his choice of words, okay? But what he said was a response to a question. Hey, why did they fall out? They fell out because there was a previous relationship. That would have been a nicer way of saying it, but he didn't say it like that. He said it the fucking way he said it. And we're going to watch the second reaction from Indicted TV. But again, you guys, this is because it's happening in the Raza space on YouTube Landia. You guys are the day oneers. You guys are the supporters, man. I hope this shit is entertaining. Live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. It's Mikey, man. I'm not bought. I'm not sold. I'm not paid for. No one's going to persuade me to say what I'm going to say. All right. So anyways, that's what I wanted to say. That I'm not saying going after wives, going after any, I'm not saying that's okay. I'm saying when Top Fu got asked, where did the relationship sour? He responded by saying it's because a rapper had a previous relationship with that host of that show. But he didn't say it that way. He said it the way the streets would say it. The comments are going in. She went in. We're going to see that first, but let's go over to Top Fu number 2. Top Fu number 2. Let's see if we can get this thing popping, man. Let's see.
Look, you're not actually going to get anything done by watching another YouTube video. In fact, you're literally
Cállate. I do have
Hey,
Prime.
check this out.
Off with this. Actually, before we begin here,
Here we go.
let's take it back.
Let's take it back. Come on, cabron. Take it back. Hat backward.
Once upon a time, a guy that took care of me in jail named Prime gave me a lot of soups when I was down bad as a young man. Hit me up and said, Icon, I've been trying to reach Duno. I'm over here at Dirt Dog. I'm doing the marketing. Yada, 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 yada. I called Duno, Perro. Well, why are you giving Prime a hard time? Lock it in. Boom, boom, bang, pow. You're going to get paid. You're going to get a hot dog. You're going to get marked. Boom. Prime, you're welcome. All love. You guys saw the Duno dog. I think he put like all kinds of weird ass pregnant toppings on it. Shout out to my boy though. Obviously I hit him up like, yo, you need to lock in a food community thing, brother. What are we doing? So we made that happen. You're gonna see the spreadsheet right now for whatever the sponsorship was worth. You know what I'm saying? Prime kept his finder's fee of whatever thousands of dollars that was. No,
Shout
no
out to Raider
hate.
Tommy.
I
see you,
agreed
my
to
boy.
it.
Gracias, Raider Tommy.
It
for
was
topping
cool.
in.
You know what I'm saying? As you guys all know, I was in charge of all sponsorships for the Food Community Podcast. In that sponsorship required Instagram promo, podcast promo, and 2 concerts. I threw a wonderful concert. Let's break down the facts right now because there was clearly an edit in the other video that I'm not showing here because I don't want to repurpose anyone's content. But Prime obviously worked for Dirt Dog. How much of a hand did he hand at throwing the concert? He sourced the security for Tim, owner of Dirt Dog, and obviously I used the location of Dirt Dog. I did the walkthrough with the owner. So shout out to Prime for introducing me to the owner of Dirt Dog. Obviously I got all the acts, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I think I named Westmont Scheme Freshman of the Year, and for whatever reason, it didn't end up going down that way for reasons outside of the power of a lowly employee. um, that event was a big success. I think we called it Fool Year's Eve. Um, I mean, he said it himself. It was my idea through all the concerts, right? So the next concert was called April Fools, which I think they're saying that I April fooled him on the bar feria. You guys could ask Prime since whatever. Timothy Cam, owner of the Dirt Dog Empire. This is the spreadsheet. This is dated April 1st. This is not yeah, this is definitely my email. Open. This is crazy that I'm even showing you fools the inner workings of how sponsorships and brand deals, this is very secret stuff. But just to show you fools the amount of cap fools are willing to views. You know what they do to people. This 520, this 5250 on top was the balance of the sponsorship, right? Cool. That's what was remaining. We're not questioning the sponsorship, Feria, right? We're talking about the bar tab.
All right, so let me go ahead and give a what's going on right here, because one of the things that Top Food said was the liquor money didn't end up going in his hands. And I like LA Icon's get down. That's the get down of a businessman. It's exactly how I am. I'm so liability legal minded. I'm 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of most babosos. Let me tell you that. Why? Because every penny is accounted for. There's an audit trail. I'm not trying to have the IRS come. I'm not trying to get into any legal issues. Full transparency in business is what enables you to build your reputation so people will keep doing business with you. Like for my fighters in the series of fighting, they know that they not only did they get paid, and they got the check cut from the accountant, but they also got the sales report. They also got the numbers and all the reports. It's just a whole lot cleaner that way. So shout out to LA Icon because he did business the right way. It might have just came down to miscommunication. That's probably what it was, and why Top Fool thought he needed more in his pocket. Now, it hasn't gotten messy yet, but it's about to get messy. Let me make sure the chat is in. Oh, I'm good.
Which is this 15% from the bar. This is the grand total of the sponsorship plus
I'm
the
gonna speed it
bar
up just a little bit. That way we can get past
total that we
point.
were allotted.
The viral 30-second pink salt trick that melts fat was actually...
Hurry up, cabron. We got Martha Stewart over here. I see you, Daniel Gonzalez. That's right. Puro 100, cabron. That's right. Raider Tommy has his opinion. It was all a setup. Or a lot of people do things for clout. Absolutely. I do agree with that. I'm not sure exactly that's what you meant, but a lot of people just stage shit. We know that, right? Let's get back to the show. Come on.
Royalty Honey invested whatever they invested. Everyone knows, including the record deals, record labels. The investor got to recoup first before anyone eats. So if you're telling me I am a thief because I did not send $100, $110 and 25 cents to Rich Homie Juan because I gave it back to the investor of the show. Shit, boy, say whatever you want. At that point, keep it.
Right, but it's just
Anyone
a
that
little
knows
bit of
business
miscommunication, though. That's
realizes
what, I mean, we can't go
that
back
was a
in
crazy
time,
narrative.
but that could have been settled with just a little bit of communication, and it wouldn't have got here. But it's okay.
I know that I'm blocked on everything. But I mean, this fool could have hit me up and asked me about it. Like, hey, fool, this fool Prime just said that you held the ferias. Then I could have easily just showed him because I'm 100% positive that spreadsheet is in his email. Because obviously I ran everything except for the Instagram. I would send this fool what he had to pay me monthly breakdowns of the splits on the bread and every. But I mean, really, is that for the internet? Like, what are we doing for content right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've got so many phone calls, screenshots of so much cheerleading and all this weird shit. Is that
Who's a
what it's come to?
cheerleader? Who the hell is cheerleading?
Did I cover
Comparator?
the bad business shit enough, chat?
Oh, so what do you think? The receipts are out there as far as what he showed, and I have so much respect that he's willing to put all the finances. I mean, I'm not gonna highlight it here, but he actually put up the whole profit and loss sheet of the event. It looked like it was a little bit south of 10K on the profit side, but profit is profit. As long as you ended up in the black and the people got paid who needed to get paid. Again, this is when Top Fool and Top Food number 2, I mean, LA Icon, whatever you want to call him. I'm not trying to disrespect. Absolutely not at all. Let's call him what his name is, right? LA Icon. Shout out to you. Shout out to LA Icon. Shout out to Top Food. Shout out to Prime. Shout out to Comparator. Shout out to Indicted TV. Who did I miss? Icon TV, and everyone involved. Let's go.
I didn't even have to do that. Point is, that last screen that I showed you was the Zell going out. Needless to say, I cropped out other things because it wasn't as funny as No Jumper sending me a couple of bucks. It was some other normal shit that, you fools don't need to be all up in my shit like that. But I at least gave you fools the benefit of the doubt of showing you the shit so you know what's what and where, why, what.
I just want to say gracias to LA Icon because he's giving us great content. Cabrón. He knows the game too. Icon knows the game. Negra knows the game. It just gets a little bit messy with certain shots, and we're going to hear it.
Call it Photoshop if you want. I don't really care. I've been in this game for 17 years. I've never done anyone dirty. Have I lagged on a music video? Yes. Have I lagged on dropping interviews? I've interviewed a lot of people before, and hey, man, sometimes they drop it first. It is what it is. I'm not bent out of shape. No one should be. Sometimes I lag on posting promo posts. My bad. I always try to make it up. Everyone gets their shit. I think Little Yogi might have a video that's been sitting in my desktop for 7 years. Where else are we? Prime said, oh, what did Prime say? He tried to call me and make a big deal about me giving Rich Homie Juan props on the Baldacci Tres stream. Skirt. And I would pull all of these clips up, but it's unnecessary. I'm sure you fools watch them. That's why you're watching this. You know what I'm saying? Let's be very precise on the verbiage and let's be very precise on the conversation that was had. And I'm not saying I marked out Prime or Prime blah, blah. Here's the facts, because that's what this is all about, all facts.
Okay, let me stop right there. So there's something there, and I'm not trying to instigate or stir the pot or create something if there's not, but there's something there. Because he's speaking about Prime, and again, with all due respect, Indicted TV, and that's how I'm referring to her. All due respect, the platform, great platform. I've been subscribed since day one to Indicted TV. If you haven't, subscribe over to the Indicted TV. She got some fucking popping ass interviews all the time, right? So Indicted TV, also said something about Prime. I don't know what the bad blood is, though. I believe what she said is a whole lot more messier than what LA Icon saying. So he's real respectful, man. LA Icon coming off as a complete professional. In my opinion, he's coming off as 100% complete professional. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
I responded to Prime saying, everybody that was at the food community except for rich homie Juan. Let's be real. There was not a whole building worth of staff.
Damn.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Okay. So there was words spoken in the past. And I mean, when I think about the interview, I'm like, okay, I'm thinking, okay, Prime. And then obviously the whole point of the interview, gente, is the pump out content, which is going to be clip worthy because they're running businesses with these platforms. Most people are. Some people like me, we don't give a shit about the money, but they're running an absolute business. That's for sure. And since it's content, he kind of was cheerleading the whole thing, like, damn. And he had the fucking sampler just going crazy on the sampler. But there was words spoken in the past. F everyone from the food community. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Let's continue.
From the food community. As a matter of fact, I'm sitting in the building right now.
No one understands me. If I actually told people how I'm feeling, they would think of me differently. That is
Why
a
didn't I
lie.
open up? I thought I opened up the browser in premium.
When you say everyone from the food community except for rich homie Juan, you're talking about me, perro. Maybe at the time. So yeah, I called Prime and asked him what the fuck was up with that weird ass shit if we're homies.
Mm.
And whatever conversation we had is whatever conversation we had. Again, I called my friend, my brother, who took care of me in jail with sopas when I was down and out and broke as broke as shit.
I'm not laughing at him. It's just
Why the
that
fuck he
was
would
funny.
say that on a podcast that he knew was going to have a lot of
Obviously,
views
you know
with
he's being
Baldacci on there?
sarcastic.
I don't care if Baldacci goes on a podcast. He's welcome to all the podcasts he wants. Shit, let him do his thing. I don't give a fuck if Thresher's going to be on that podcast. Let him do his dance. He's going to do what he does. He's going to say what he says. When me and him talk, it's going to be cool or it's not, whatever. I don't really give a fuck. That's not the point. The point is I addressed Prime about why would you say fuck everybody at the food community except rich homie Juan? You're saying fuck me, perro. I called him and asked him about it. Duh. What the fuck else was I supposed to do? Just let it rock out? That's lame. Anyways, for one, you saying that I survived, like you paid for my whole life and shit like that. Here's the facts, big dog. I don't need to go back and forth about money with you. I have 3 brand new vehicles. I have a beautiful home with a front and a backyard, and my badass jacuzzi, right? Don't forget about the gym and my wife's office and whatever else. And the storage and blah 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 blah. This is not like that's like some little kid like I got more cooler stuff than you. Here's the fact of the matter, big dog. I did a lot of work for the food community. Charity events, concerts, sponsorships. I try to build a badass website with extreme form logic to help further your Instagram promotion. I provided countless pieces of content to the platform, big dog. You said that you made me. I was already at No Jumper before you got a hold of me, fool. I was already doing podcasting. I've been in this game for a long time. I would like to say that we mutually benefited each other.
Mm.
I locked in the Fluffy interview from my fucking email, dog.com. Jenny69 was brought on by the first time by Sour Apple. Second time through me.
Who's Sour
Jenny from
Apple?
Rancho Humilde.
Sour Apple?
I mean, we could say that it was because of the food community, because I was speaking on behalf of the food community, but let's just
Someone drop in the
boil
comments.
it down to
Who's
this.
Sour
I went
Apple?
ahead
Who is he
and
talking
went
about?
and got it
Someone drop in the
for
comments.
us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to go back and forth about who made who helped who. As a matter of fact, you're dropping these videos on a platform that I helped build.
Damn,
As far as
son,
that
where'd you
YouTube.
find this?
No love lost, exchanging words. You know what? Top Fool going in the way he went in, it was probably strategic. Go in, put my face out there, and the funny thing is, I don't know if it's funny or not, but doesn't Top Fool kind of look like Cult TV? Or is that just me? I was like, I could have swore I'm looking at Cult TV in the middle, and then I'm looking at Top Fool, and I'm like, these cabrones are primos or what's going on? But anyways, yeah, you could tell that he pretty much was ready to wreck the whole shit, take it as far as he was gonna go, because he didn't hold back. And then his choice of words was not politically correct or thinking of anyone in mind, but he let it go the way he was gonna let it go. And it probably served its purpose if the purpose was to get numbers. Okay. Keep it pushing.
Channel is concerned, to say the very least. When he found me, I was his second guest ever. I was doing my thing up at No Jumper. All the No Jumper shit had just happened. Obviously, I was in a good spot. I was the only Mexican fool there, not crashing out, not making a fool of himself. Yeah, I giggled a little bit because shit was funny. But other than that, I became the second guest ever on the Food Community podcast.
Okay, wait a second, because now this is exactly one of the things that I was getting a lot of DMs and a lot of comments about. Again, I'm not fucking splitting hairs over this anymore. If you want to call yourself whatever you want to call yourself, whatever helps you sleep at night, that's fine. We're in this age where people can identify, and this identifying thing in California, New York, and like 6-8 states is really kind of floating out there. So he basically just said right now, to clear it up, let's clear it up once and for all. LA Icon is raza. Let me go back and play that one more time. Maybe you didn't hear it. Maybe you didn't hear it. There it is. I gotta be quicker on this trigger.
As a matter of fact, you're dropping these videos on a platform that I helped build.
Okay, we heard that.
As far as that
So
YouTube
this
channel
is
is
the
concerned,
question:
to say
is
the
LA
very
Icon
least.
raza? I know a lot of people were
When
telling
he
me
found me, I was his second guest ever. I was doing my thing up at No Jumper. All the No Jumper shit had just happened. Obviously, I was in a good spot. I was the only Mexican fool there, not crashing out, not making a fool of himself. Yeah, I giggled a little bit because shit was funny. But other than that, I became the second guest ever on the Food Community podcast. When I got there, I looked around and I was like, damn, you food should be doing much better. I did not know too much about the food community back then. Clearly I know too much now. But anyways, I inquired about it before I pulled up, and I was like, yo, you guys need to do some improvements around here as far as the equipment. They're like, yo, we like where your head is at. Would you want to be down? The rest is history, right? I mean, I think they talked about firing old boy and all that other shit. Yeah, I'm not even gonna cover that. That's unnecessary, right? Blessings to that individual, regardless of how much negative shit he has to say about me. Never had that energy in person ever. Which is fine. I understand the internet.
All right, he's talking about the one member of the food community that got fired. He's not mentioning him. I'm good. I'm not mentioning anyone, especially if they're under investigation for some way out shit. I just kind of respectfully just back up. And once I find out you're a weirdo, you're always a weirdo. So I'll
Where
do
were
the
we?
same thing.
I would like to say that we did a
Blessings,
mutually beneficial
prosper,
scenario. You know what I'm
do
saying?
your
The
thing.
homie would post a very controversial post. Obviously, it's very well known that I would cry for the homies to take down negative posts. I got blamed for a lot of shit, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It is what it is, right?
That's good.
What they say, it was
All right, so basically he's saying, and we'll transfer over to the Indicted TV video now. I think we'll probably have another 10 minutes here. I don't want to make this video too long. And it's Friday, it's Memorial Day weekend. I got to go and take a break. Yesterday I re-upped. Had some good sales on paletas yesterday. So man, I'm not trying to be here all night at the, but damn it, he's addressing everything that was said one by one. The one he just addressed is he raza. He was the only Mexican on No Jumper at one point. He said it himself. So I'm going to take it at face value. I'm not the fucking Mexican, the raza police on the internet. You guys can do you. This is our little space, though, whatever you want to call it. California, West Coast, Chicano, raza, Latino, podcasters. This is our little space. So this shit is the novela of the weekend. Absolutely. It's going to fizzle out. But I want to get to what Indicted TV said because she didn't hold anything back. Ella está bravía. Ella es cabrona. Ella es cabrona. She knows she is.
Big boy post. There was another lefty thing that I was over it, big dog. You know how many phone calls I've gotten hit up about to take down?
Okay, that's what I'm talking about right there. Okay, so hold on. Is that you want to become a public figure on the internet, but then you want to cry when something not in your favor gets posted against you. And I get it. I mean, it doesn't feel good, right? It's kind of like when you hear, hey, they're talking shit about you. It's never gonna feel good. But you just have to be at a point in your life where, like, I accept this shit. It comes with the territory. I wanted the numbers, but maybe I didn't understand that with the numbers, we're going to come the haters and we're going to come the troll. Shout out to everyone that supports. Shout out to everyone that hates. There's a like button and there's a chinga tu madre button. I could care less which one you hit. I'm just here to entertain and be entertained by what's going on in the YouTube yada right here. So he was saying that Top Fu also threw another jab by saying, hey, this dude asked me to take down 10 to 20 posts. It was like a regular phone call. Well, he said he liked to FaceTime. It was a regular FaceTime. Take this down, take this down. But what I want to say is to the people that are calling LA Icon, telling him to take posts down, you need to have the Eazy-E, Jerry Heller mentality. When Eazy-E told Jerry Heller, this goes to everyone. Again, it doesn't feel good when they talk shit about you, but Eazy-E gave us the mentality for trolls and haters. Eazy-E said in the movie NWA, when that movie came out about 10 years ago or something like that, I was in Houston, Texas. I watched it at a movie theater in Houston, Texas. I was the only cabron that stood up, all pumped up. I was kind of lightweight catting out. When Eazy got in the booth and he started singing Boys in the Hood. I could tell everyone else was from Texas. They're just trying to see if it's a good movie. Oh, hell no. That shit is the West Coast. That shit goes in your bones if you're from the fucking West Coast. Woke up quick. But anyways, Eazy-E told Jerry Heller, whether they talk shit about me or talk good about me, all publicity is good publicity. Keno? So the people that are calling LA Icon, telling them, please, dog, or I'm not saying they're crying, I'm not saying they're begging. They could be level 10. Hey, check this out. We got a situation. We got to talk about the post. We got a situation. Yeah, we're huddled up right here, about 30 of us, and we don't know what's going to happen. It's a situation. The video is a situation. The post is a situation. You like that video is a situation. You hearted that comment, it's a situation. That's why no one wants to fuck with Chicano rappers. Am I lying? That's why no one wants to hire a pinche Chicano rapper because there's issues. You got Jenny 6ix9ine going to a photo shoot and gets packed out, surrounded by nothing but Chicanos. So calling someone and asking them to take a video down is pee-wee chavala shit, in my opinion. You should just be like, they're talking about me. At least I'm relevant. At least I'm still relevant where they're mentioning me. But hey, dog, take that post down. You must be from the new school, not from the old school. Let's go.
Since I left, I have still been hit up by some people of them like, hey, G, you think you could take down that post from the food community? Like, fool, I am not over there, perro. I'm not. I cannot help.
Wait, stop. You're not gonna accept that ridiculous offer.
Hey, man, I thought I played it on the Prime account, man. Hit that like Machetes in the casa. It says chalucas con chismos. Again, who doesn't like the novela, carnal, man? This shit is a novela. This is the food community
Fun of me
novela.
for
Let's
asking the
top
homie.
it off.
And
Going into Memorial Day weekend.
that's another
Let's go. And I
thing.
want to play Indicted TV right now because she goes in way more. He's being very professional, very respectful. So shout out to LA Icon.
do I not have enough juice to have a couple of posts taken down? But I have so much juice, I could blackball an entire region of Los Angeles.
Okay, so he's responding to what Top Fu said, that he has an issue with an entire district. Downtown, I'm not going to mention it, I'm not going to disrespect by mentioning it, but he's saying that in his entire region, that's a pretty strong accusation. If you're in the streets, if you're not in the streets, say if, there was an accusation thrown out there that I didn't hear any clear up on this video or Indicted TV's video. Well, I mean, she's just pretty much giving her 2 cents on the situation, right? But I didn't hear anything from LA Icon as far as that situation because he's calling him a resident. That's no disrespect. It just is what it is. Everyone, puts on a flannel, wanted to be a banger. But some cabrones were just party homies. Some people were just lowriders. They were just homies that just had lowriders. And then other people could be rappers and other people. And you could tell who was who because when it was time to go, they were nowhere to be seen. And I'm not saying that is a good thing. That's a negative thing. That's a bad thing. And those of us pendejos that had to sit for years to learn that lesson, it is what it is. But I will say this, sitting inside that fucking concrete box probably saved my life. Probably saved my life. So again, mentioning street stuff, you should only be from the streets if you're mentioning street stuff. That's what I was taught. I respect it. I don't disrespect it. I respect it. You'll never hear a clip or a word from me ever. I mean, ever disrespecting a neighborhood, a street, a barrio, anything like that, because I got too much respect. Too much respect. I'm overly respectful, right? But I also believe you should not be on the internet mentioning neighborhoods and streets if that's not your life. Currently. Not even if you're retired. Not even if you're retired, because you're not in a position to make those ultimate sacrifices anymore. So your opinion's irrelevant. Not even if you're retired. Especially these babosos that move out of state. And that's all they want to talk about. But we ain't gonna get into that right now, cabron. Let's hear what LA Icon about. Let's do about 5 more minutes of Icon. He's going to get some stuff off his chest, and then we'll go to Indicted TV. I want to see what she has to say, because she goes in.
Do I got that much juice, bro?
This dude is classic.
Let's be real, dogs. Bringing up something from, I've been with my wife for a decade. She was in the feds in 2000. Bringing up some shit from 2008. You brought up something from my wife's past from 2008, bro?
Okay, so let me stop there, because that was one of the big DMs that I was getting. That shit's not right. It's not right. It's not right. I get that. First of all, when it comes to talking about someone's relationship, comadres do that shit. That's to me, that's golden girl shit. That's the golden girls. That's why you're never gonna hear me talking about, oh, Jenny 6'9", she's separated from her vato. I wonder who she's getting with. That's golden girl shit, right? The guys, we do it a little bit different, but still we get into the cheese, man. But it's not golden girl shit. So that to me is golden girl shit. Okay, I will say that because everyone has a past. What's the point of bringing it up? You don't have a past? You better be careful throwing stones when you live in a glass house. You just got to be careful. But again, Top Fool said she was a hater. So it crossed my mind thinking, but wait a second. The first time he brought up Indicted TV was he was asked the question about why did those two have a fallout? What was their beef? What was their issue? It was that there was a previous relationship with the spouse, the current spouse. That was it. That's the nice way to say it. But fucking Top Fool went scorch earth nuclear and said it the way the hood would say it. And then obviously people are going to take that a certain way and feel a certain way. Now, in no way am I saying, hey, wives are on limits. Oh, no. Get that twisted up. I just said when he mentioned it, it was in response to a question. I didn't like the way he responded, but he responded the way he fucking is gonna respond. He's Top Fool, right? Again, doesn't give him a pass. So women and children, absolutely. You got an issue. The issue is between me. The issue is with you. Let's go ahead and handle it like men do, and then we can move on. But I don't agree with singling out. Oh, you know what? That because what if it is a female, okay, and she's the biggest fucking troll on your channel? I'm not saying this is Indicted TV. I'm just giving an analogy, an example. Then you can't defend yourself or go after her because she's married. I'm just putting that out there again. You know, when you get these Chicano reactions on Chicano Street, this shit is unfiltered, uncut. I have no horse in the race, absolutely at all. All I'm doing is thinking out loud for the people so you guys can decide for yourself. That's all I'm doing.
And said I blackballed an entire region because of something from 2008.
Damn.
Get real, fool. Get real. The cap is crazy. And what some of you fools may or may not know, I've shot a music video since I've been with my wife for Baldacci. Whatever else. I mean, that fool was on my list, right? And gave him like an 8 or some shit. I don't know if he was on anyone else's fucking rap list. I didn't have to include anybody I didn't want to include. It was my list. You know what I'm saying?
And in summary, though, because I'm going to switch over to the Indicted TV video, let me tell you my thoughts about, in total, overall of LA Icon's reaction. First off, it was a very professional reaction. That's how I know he is from the old school or cut from that cloth. A lot of things when I noticed that LA Icon at certain times refrains from saying things because he knows we're on the internet and we're in front of cameras. That's how I know that he is from the old school, cut from that cloth. So I will say very professional. And he addressed everything, okay? From the money situation, he's saying he gave that to the investors. Now, was there a misstep in communication? Yeah, there was a misstep. The misstep is you didn't let your partner know that, and it led to a fallout later on, and it ended up being one more jab that he threw at you. I'm not saying it's the end of the road. Shit. If all this is for fucking views and lift the stock of the brand up, fucking mission accomplished, you guys. We've been talking about this shit now for 2-3 days now. So mission accomplished if it's that, but very professional. He responded to everything. And I still think there's no love lost because he said, when I see you, I'll see you. And he threw up 2 peace signs. Okay, because the one time is watching, cabrones. Hey, I want you to prosper. Peace. And in the back of his mind, he's fucking thinking Goodfellas, put a bag in the trunk and lime and duct tape. I don't know. I don't think it's going to get that serious, but I will tell you that there was someone else that got a little bit more feisty on the situation. And if you know who I'm referring to, well, let's go ahead and just pull it up right now. Let's go. Here we go.
The ex-president's battle with.
All right, hit that like, gnarly vato. That's right. I'm over the streets. I'm with you. I'm over the streets, man. I'm trying to go to the lake. I'm trying to live life. I'm trying to do things, man. The streets don't get you nowhere, but the cemetery that I go Monday through Friday to visit moms, and that's it.
Hey everyone, you already know Negra Indicted TV right here. Before I start, you already know I got to give a shout out to my sponsors. Royalty Honey, keep it hard, guys. Also for the best jewelry for his glory. I know that you guys are dying to hear what I'm going to say, but before I say anything, I just want to say I feel like kind of a little disgusted by the fact that I even have to do this. It's super sad. It's super sad that I have to do this. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Um, people people wanted to use me and my husband. I get it. You know, I get it. I get it. You guys need to use us. Who else? You know, why not? Why not you?
Absolutely. She understands that she's at a level, and I believe Icon is also at the same level where they are getting content generated about them. And that's how you know you've arrived, cabrones. That's how you know you made it, you know. But you got to be ready for that, because if you can't handle, she's at 75K, I think, on her subscribers, you'll never be able to handle 200K problems. So they're doing good. They're on a level where they're the content. That's what's getting talked about right now. Let's go.
Use us, and I'm cool with it. It is what it is. So I just want to start off with Prime. I want you to know that you are the biggest B that I know. And
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Holy shit. Hit that like, man. Live on Chicano Tube. Live on Chicano Street. Beautiful, linda raza, man. Hit that like. No tiene pelos en la lengua. Es bien cabrona. You can tell que es bien cabrona. Indicted TV. So shout out to her. Icon, again, Colt, Trash Bag Boys, Top Food and Food Community, everyone that's mentioned on this video. We're all in the same space, cabrones. Can't we all get along? Well, at least not at the moment, but it is what it is, right? This is something that bloggers like me are going to blog about. Absolutely. With no horse in the race. Absolutely not. Lean toward him. Hey, no one. I'm not bought. I'm not paid for. No one has a receipt on me. So I'm going to give you a fucking unfiltered, unwatered down reaction. She is coming off pretty unbothered at this point. I think she's pretty unbothered at this point. She's saying, wow, I'm a little bit surprised, but it is what it is. And well, let's just keep it going.
I thought I was the biggest B, but I guess you're the baddest B, boo. You're the biggest B. And how dare you? How dare you try to use the homies? How dare you try to use the homies from the Florence gang? How dare you try to use the homies from the Florence district to fulfill, to fulfill this little vendetta you have towards my husband?
Okay. I had mentioned this. Again, I'm not the fucking judge and the jury. I'm all king. One time I think I remember American Cholo said, King Chicano, he called me. Shout out to American Cholo, man. I was following his story. Hey, American Cholo, shout out to American Cholo, right? He has a fucking badass cooler. He has a cooler. He posted on his IG story, a cooler with two little fucking speakers, like 8-inch woofers. I'm like, damn, that is the cooler to get. But, you know, we've had our history in the past that was mostly coming from me. It was mostly coming from me. I felt some kind of way, but it's water under the bridge. And I've spoken to him on the phone since then. We're stronger together, especially because there's not a lot of channels that are doing positive shit. There's just a lot of people that wolf and want to be the voice of the raza, but don't do a motherfucking thing for the raza other than culture vulture off the raza and make videos and fucking capitalize off the raza, but don't give a damn dime back to the raza. But anyways, a shout out to him. He had, I'm not the judge and the jury, but you should not be mentioning neighborhoods if you're not in the game at all. It's disrespectful, man. It's disrespectful to mention neighborhoods. You're not even in a neighborhood. Again, only that community knows, not the internet, because anyone could be anything on the internet. Only that community knows who belongs to them. The calles, the concrete sidewalks in that barrio for 100 years or however that barrio's been in existence knows who belongs to them. She has some words to say about cult when it comes to mentioning neighborhoods. And this is in specifically Baldacci's neighborhood. Shout out to Baldacci, man. We're DMing one time. We almost came in on an interview pretty close one time, but I respect him. I had him on my top 10 bars list on the New Year's. He was on my top 10 for the New Year's. So let's just get back to it, gente.
You know, like who do you think you are? Do you think they're gonna wait around? The homies are gonna wait to see, oh, you know, whenever the prime god wants to say something, because according to you, you know, they felt some way. No seas baboso, güey. La neta, porque no te queda. No te hagas pendejo, porque tampoco te queda, güey.
Holy shit. Damn. Let's just keep going. Let's keep going.
And also for you to say, you know, my husband gets people on three ways y que no sé qué, no seas baboso tampoco, güey, porque tampoco te queda. Again, you are the one. My husband called you and you said, oh, hold on, Dick, I'll call you right back. You called back with somebody on the phone. Like if that was going to make a difference and change the situation. Definitely not. You guys had the conversation.
If you've got pink salt, apple cider vinegar.
What I'm not understanding is, okay, she's directing all that toward Prime. I thought Prime was doing what Compa Raider was doing in the whole interview, was just cheerleading. But I also understand how you would get mad at someone for joking around when you're the one that's the fucking blunt of the joke. You're the one that they're talking about, not in a positive light, but in a negative. So I get that as well. But I thought Prime was kind of just cheerleading and didn't put too much on the fact that, I mean, it didn't even cross my mind he was leaning toward anybody.
For a reason to tell you about a certain situation, obviously because of the behavior that you have. And you're mad, fool. You're mad because you can never push up on us. Oh, you're my family. Not that fool. I called you out so many times. I called you out, but I called you and I told you about the way your behavior is so many times. It's not even funny. And then you want to call right back after you guys already had the conversation. You want to call right back with Conejo on the phone. Like, what are you trying to do? Conejo's gonna do brujería on us? Tampoco, güey. Come on, bendiciones.
Damn it. Oh, shit. She's basically saying, she's alluding to the fact, she's insinuating that Prime got punked on the phone by LA Icon, had to go and get someone else on the phone because he's wanting to intimidate people on the phone with a guest that he has, with the person that he has on the phone. Oh shit. There's no love lost here. Let's hear Negra just get it all off her chest, man. Why not? Happy Memorial Day.
How dare you? You know what I'm saying? And keep in mind, you're a little pedestrian, little walking resident, fool. You have no business talking about, oh, the big Nella, Highland Park is the big Nella. If you know who really Nella. So I would be careful.
Damn, man. This is okay, I also got to keep it a buck too. I also got to keep it a buck, right? When the ladies come on the internet and they're talking neighborhoods, watch out, be careful. Now that's I mean, if I can shoot it straight with you guys, those are masculine traits. Those are not feminine traits. No guy looks for someone that's gonna bang on someone, come off like they have more huevos than someone. There's a little bit of a masculine trait, but again, if I could say that respectfully, she's giving a little bit of masculine energy out there, and she's wanting to make a point. She's pretty much wanting to say, no, My husband is not the resident. I think you got it twisted. She's telling this to Prime. You're the resident, Prime. Let's get that straight. According to Indicted TV. I don't know. Let's keep going.
Because
this is only 10 minutes long.
I want to be careful. Well, actually, you don't even need to be
halfway.
careful anymore because you already said what you said and you brought this upon yourself. I'm just saying, be careful. And next time your wife leaves you, you better make sure you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, she left you for a reason. Wait, she's going to probably blame it on you.
Oh, no. Where do we go from here? Hit that like. That's still directed toward Prime. Again, it's retaliation. You got to be able to take it. If you're going to dish it, let's keep going. Let me say less.
But in reality, respectfully, you know? But you're super funny. You're super funny that you try to use my ex-boyfriend of over 15 years ago, my prison boyfriend at that. And it is what it is. Like, Dick, okay, you guys threw me out there, bro. I'm 43 years old. Do you think he's my only ex-boyfriend? Come on, man. Like, who you guys think you guys are playing with? Like, it's sad that you men had to stoop so low to use me for your clout. I thought you guys didn't need it. You guys are this, but you ain't about shit. And
oh shit. Fuck. She is not holding back. Yeah, I mean, I know exactly what she's talking about. I can feel where she's coming from. She's saying that it was just a pen pal, prison boyfriend. Maybe there wasn't a relationship. Look, Baldacci, I was looking at his stories. He only put like one story saying, "You got me twisted. I don't kiss and tell. I'm different. You want to look for the cheese man or something else? Then go somewhere motherfucking else. Don't try to come to me with that shit." Maybe they've been trying to get him to go ahead and get on an interview. Jenny 6ix9ine said they've been trying to get her to go on an interview so they could talk about allegations of cheating. That's Golden Girl shit. That shit can go to Oprah. When it comes to relationship, that's old shit. It's like, why you're bringing up old shit? Are we teenagers or are we adults over here? Let's keep that a buck. Are we teenagers or are we adults? So, yeah, I don't agree with the relationship. But when I heard Top Fu mentioning that, it was, in all due respect, in all fairness, he was getting a question as to why did he think LA Icon and Baldacci had an issue, and he mentioned a previous relationship, except he said it in a way that's fucked up, but it is what it is, man. It's out there already. Let's go.
Juanito Heber Fambosa, Mr. Ever. I'm proud of you, Dick. I am.
Okay, so now switching over. Now we're from Prime to what she told Prime. He's a resident, and he tried to punk him by getting Conejo one time on a call. And now he's switching over to the main Top Fu. Hever, I guess his name is. I don't know.
I'm so freaking proud of you that you finally had the courage. You had the balls, fool. I'm glad that we gave you the balls to finally show your face, fool. How many times did I tell you, damn, fool, stop being a little weenie ass fool and just show your face? Yeah, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I'm proud of you. But I know your mom or your sister probably won't be proud, I know they won't be proud, but I'm proud. I know you have a lot of stress. You have a lot of stress. You haven't had a girlfriend since you were in high school. Just take your ass to the Cahuila. You know how you do it, Wayne. And if you're to say that we were almost homeless, fool, shut the up. Like literally, like bro, every time we went somewhere, we paid. Every time we took you on trips, we paid. Every time we cooked, we paid. Whatever it was us. Hey, you know what?
This is the thinnest armor ever. Introducing Hyper Concealable Armor. This vest is
That's neither here nor there. That doesn't even matter because I'm not here to back myself up. I ain't backing shit up. It is what is there to back up? Oh my God, I have a fucking ex-boyfriend? Like what? Like what is there to back up? It's just
Okay, stop. So that a lot of people were making that a deal, like as if it was something new that was breaking news, as if something happened in the current day that would have obviously threw a monkey wrench in the relationship. But it is old shit. She's not hiding it. She's letting you know it's old shit. She just doesn't appreciate you being a comadre. That's what she's calling it, being a comadre inside of her business or bringing it up. It is what it is. Let's go, man. Let's go.
It's very sad that you had to stoop to this. You had to stoop this low to make yourself feel better. But I'm glad that you were able to use us. I got you, Mr. Little Ever. Now you, now you freaking compita, the cheerleader. I don't really have much to say about you. I just feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for your children that have to deal and have to be, have to deal with such an embarrassing father. I would be, ashamed to have a father like you. For myself, I can't even be ashamed. I can't even say ashamed because I was an addict, but hey, I'm not embarrassing my son anymore by still doing kid stuff. And I'm not bashing people that get high. You guys already know the way I feel. I already said that shit so many times. But again, I don't really have much to say. I just hope that your next bender, you don't do some bad shit and not be there for your kids. But hey, maybe they won't be ashamed of their father anymore. And it's really sad to say, but
Hell no.
Oh, hell no. Uh, oh shit. They cross one of the ladies, especially one that's a Chicana. She got that fire burning inside of her. She's not gonna hold anything back. This is the opposite of LA Icon's reaction. Okay, LA Icon's reaction is professional, camera minded. It's the internet. Why deal with it on the internet? He's just thinking very professionally, right? Well, this is the opposite. This is te voy a dar toda la madre. Te voy a partir tu madre on the internet because you gave it. Now get ready, baboso, because I'm going to dish it.
yeah, it's super sad. It's sad, but it's funny. Like I'm not mad. I'm sad about it. I'm sad how three men how to stoop so low. And to all you fools and women that are in the comments saying this and saying that, that's the kind of stuff that you guys like. You guys like all that negativity. Like that just shows what kind of persons you are. I'm sorry that we're not negative people. I'm sorry that my husband don't explain.
Okay, hold on. That's a good point. I'm glad she said that, right? I know this from experience, right? I know that if I was on the internet just telling war stories and guerra stories and level 4 stories and YA stories, that if I was telling all these stories on the fucking internet, I'd have more views, I'd have more subscribers, I'd have more followers. The channel would be maybe 3-4 times bigger than what it is. But I'm one of the few channels, Raza channels at that. I'm one of the few Raza channels that is going to hell or high water stay positive. And it's true. Positivity doesn't sell. It does not sell. Okay. Now, Indicted TV, they invite people on and they tell their stories. And most of it, the meat and potatoes of all the clips is people telling stories. Yeah, flying, going across the yard, squirting blood and pedazos and fierros like this one and all that shit. Well, that's not really positive. But there's people that have turned their lives around that are telling those stories that are, helping the community out or something like that. But she's getting the views because she does have people on the show that tell that. I'm one of the ones that I don't give a fuck if we stay exactly where we're at because I'm one of the few that does care. I don't care about the clout, and I do care about the content that we're putting out there. And the people that are subscribed and tap into Chicano Street, you guys already know that this channel right here has a flavor like no other Pinchy channel has a flavor. I actually like being able to see these videos, comment on them, give my critique on my opinion on them, and not be involved in the pinche guerra. I actually like that because when I was involved in guerras, it wasn't too fun. Video after video, response, you're going in, you're going out, this guy likes you, this guy doesn't like you. At the end of the day, I was like, what the fuck is all this really for anyways? Are we grown men or are we children? So I'm glad she said that because there's some that are doing it for clout, attention, and the numbers and the money, I respect. Clout and attention, that's some new generation shit. I'll never be down with that.
Expose people like you guys really did expose me. Get the fuck out of here. Expose me, I'll expose myself. You guys should have just asked me. I got you guys. But you guys had to use me to get your little new pod going. It's cool. I got you guys, Big Negra. Come on, you fucking weenies. You guys are a bunch of bitches. And
Oh, shit. Holy shit. Damn it. I mean, she basically, with that last statement, Big Negra. With that last statement, she is pretty much saying, I got more street cred than all three of you combined.
Life's a risk, carnal.
That's what that means. Again, a little bit of the masculine energy. Am I lying? That's masculine energy, right? You bang, a lady she's banging on three men, and she's saying all of you, she's insinuating all of you guys are here. I'm here. I'm Big Negra. Don't fucking ever forget I'm Big Negra. And she's saying, you three, plásticos. Let's go back into it, man. A minute left.
with that, you guys have a good night. I'm sorry that you guys are sitting here watching me talk negative about other individuals, but I'm just stating facts of how you men behave towards me. What you guys try to use, come on. At least have some better juicy shit. This is my prison boyfriend, you guys. Literally talking on the toilet vibes. Come on. You guys are too funny. Anyways, I'm gone. Y luego se van a hacer las víctimas. Oh, and just FYI, you guys, don't call the cops.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I probably would go back and edit that last piece out. That doesn't sound good. It just that last part didn't sound good. I don't think. Again, let's leave that alone. I'm not gonna say anything more on that. I see Farmero B23831. That's one of my day oneers. Let me see if I can highlight that comment, my boy. I appreciate you coming in the chat right here. Here's one of the day oneers right here that was with me all through the juveniles. This homie right here, all with the juveniles, all through the camps. We missed each other in the state. Probably we're just in different destinations around the same time frame. But that's my brother from another mother, Farmero, right there. I appreciate you, carnal. Gracias for tapping in right there, cabron. His response was, she could have kept it a little classy. Yeah, but you know what they say, cabron? They say, hell hath no fury like a mujer that has been scorned. If she felt she was backed into a corner verbally by three men, she let the whole clip go. She didn't hold nothing back. I mean, by the time it was over, it was it was already empty cock back chamber way. She had two, like fucking the movie Last Stand, Bruce Willis. She had two fucking 1911s with empty cock back chambers. She didn't want to hold anything back. But I respect it. At the end of the day, it is the internet, gente. Holy shit. You guys, catch the replay. Go back and rewind this thing. We put about 10 minutes of Icon's reaction, which I'll sum it up again. LA Icon was very professional. Came off very professional. At times, I know he was refraining from saying certain things because the cameras are on us, the internet is on us, etc. And she was the exact opposite. She went in on Prime. She went in on Top Fu. And in the end, she had to let Compa Raider know with his little legs that were dangling off that couch. Basically, you ain't shit too. All right. That's enough. The saga's over, cabrones. Let's get to Memorial Day weekend. Live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. I see Farmero 831. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you, cabron. Medfaz 14 says, Avenues, Drew Street is pretty well known. Probably explain her attitude. Absolutely. I mean, every neighborhood has hitters in it. What just shocks me is when these cabrones that came from that, right? It's just they get on the internet, and no one specifically, but they get on the internet and they come off a certain kind of way where I'm not used to that. I'm used to people that if they have a second chance at life, they ain't out here fucking it up. And the last thing they're doing is trying to be negative or pull people in. So again, it's our space on YouTube. Hey, we're having shits, we're having giggles about it. Vic, I appreciate you. Robert Lucero says menace to society. Yeah, that's right. If anyone asks me how my childhood was, I always tell them that, Robert Lucero. I said it was like menace to society. But just instead of it was all Africanos, it was nothing but Chicanos. All right, you guys, live on Chicano Tube. I'm out. I'm going to see you guys this weekend. Hey, have a happy Memorial Day weekend. Don't drink too much, babosos. Calmala. Be good. I'll see you guys next week. We got a lot of content that we're pumping out. The Chicano channel, live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. I'm out. I'm out. Remember what I always say? Beautiful, linda raza. What do I always say? Remember what I always say. In the end, all you got is the memories.